What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. Your girl is staying consistent, okay? Feeling better and bringing you some good news this evening. I hope that all of you are having a wonderful Tuesday. So we have Rudy Giuliani, former mayor of New York City. He has been ordered to turn over everything but his drawers, y'all, okay? We gonna get into this story. I mean, if Rihanna, you know what I'm saying, B better have my money, cut the check. Okay. They coming for his watches, his rings, all the things. Okay. Let y'all listen to this NBC News clip real quick, and then I will give you my commentary because he shouldn't have lied. But let's get into it.
Election workers Ruby Freeman and Shye Moss will now control Rudy Giuliani's assets, including his New York City apartment, thanks to a new ruling from a federal judge. Joining us now, NYC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin. These are the two election workers back from 2020 that Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani targeted, saying that they were passing a key fob back and forth with votes.
That's correct. And what it turned out to be, of course, as we know now, is a gingerment. And that's in part why Ruby Freeman and her daughter, Shye Moss, won $148 million in a defamation case that was tried to a verdict in the District of Columbia last year.
And so why are they now getting his apartment, Rudy Giuliani's apartment?
Well, if a person who is a judgment creditor, so to speak, as these two women are, needs assets to satisfy a judgment, and the person that was the defendant held liable isn't turning it over to them, one of the things that they can do is ask a judge to order the transfer of assets to be put into receivership for them. So they have used a provision of New York law to ask Judge Louis Lyman of the federal court here in Manhattan to transfer a number of Rudy's personal and real properties to them. That includes his New York City apartment, as you noted, but also includes a list of watches, sports memorabilia, even a signed Joe DiMaggio jersey, Katie.
Oh, a sign. That's interesting. Can he appeal this? Can he try to keep his stuff, or is this a done deal? And if so, how quickly is it a done deal?
He could. The order requires him to comply within 7 days. So while he could try to appeal this, it is unlikely that Rudy Giuliani will be able to appeal or stay this order with enough time necessary to make that happen.
Whoever thought a Joe DiMaggio jersey would get caught up in all of this? Lisa Rubin, thank you very much.
Ooh, thank you very much, Lisa. Ciao, Ruby and Shye Moss. Okay, Ruby Freeman and Shye Moss. Let me tell you, I am so happy that they got their day in court, that they got their reckoning, because they did. They had a target on their back unjustly from the president of the United States and his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. And so they are getting all of the things, the jerseys, the New York City penthouse apartment, you know, his watches. I mean, just listen, until that $148 million debt is paid, they're coming for the things, and I'm here for it. It says a federal judge in New York City has ordered former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani to turn over his luxury Manhattan apartment and many of his valuables to the two Georgia election workers he defamed. In a decision released Tuesday, U.S. District Judge Louis Lyman ordered Giuliani, a longtime ally of and former lawyer for President Donald Trump, to transfer personal property, including cash accounts. They want I know that's right. Cream. Okay. Cash rules everything around me. The cash accounts, the jewelry, the valuables, a legal claim of unpaid attorney's fees, and the interest. That's right. Get it all. The interest in his Madison Avenue co-op apartment within 7 days. Rudy is about to be ASS out, okay? I really hope that he has not alienated all of his family and friends, and I'm being so serious because they are coming for the kitchen sink, literally, in his apartment. Ruby Freeman and her daughter, Shye Moss, filed an action to seize Giuliani's assets in August in an effort to begin collecting a 146 New York. Okay, so NBC News says 146 million. They said 148 million. Listen, after 140 million, okay, that's what's up. In damages, they were awarded last year after a judge found Rudy Giuliani liable for repeatedly defaming them. Giuliani had falsely accused the pair of election fraud after the 2020 presidential election. You would think, after all that time of him practicing law, and he essentially got disbarred, I feel like everybody around Donald Trump, I mean, from the top to the bottom, um, Michael Cohen went to prison. All the people around him, all his henchmen went to prison, and the fact that he has 34 felonies and is still walking free on a presidential campaign blows my mind. But I'm glad that Ms. Ruby Freeman, and her daughter, Shye Moss, is getting that $148 million judgment. The judge granted the mother and daughter the right to use a receiver to sell off Giuliani's assets in order to ensure that the liquidation of the transferred assets is accomplished quickly while maximizing the sale value of the unique and intangible items and therefore increasing the likelihood of satisfaction for the plaintiff's judgment. It's the jersey for me. It's the signed Joe DiMaggio jersey for me. Like, because, and I'm only, it's not funny, but I'm only laughing because I'm like, at what point do people stop repeating such insulting things? Like, accusing these women of lying when they were just doing their job as election workers, repeatedly saying that the election was stolen, which of course we know is not true. Even Fox News had to pay Dominion. And I think their lawsuit was like in the billions with a B. But it has cost so much time and money. And again, like I said, for Trump to be the Republican nominee once again, I'm just like, it's really opened my eyes to the power dynamics, or the thirst, I should say, for power for, I guess, about half the country, over half the country. Hopefully not over half. Y'all go and vote. I got to send in my absentee ballot myself. But, this race is, it's close. It's neck and neck. And that's, wow. But yeah, you would think, right? Rudy Giuliani, that fall from grace should be studied because ever since he got with Trump, it's just been a downward spiral. I remember when he was standing in front of the Four Seasons landscaping company when it was supposed to be the Four Seasons Hotel with, that hair dye running down his face, and people were clowning him then. Then he got disbarred, and now he's gotten sued for everything from his, watches, his apartment, his, signed Joe DiMaggio jersey. My goodness. Among the items that were supposed to be turned over are Giuliani's apartment, which is valued at $5.7 million, his collection of luxury watches, including watches gifted to him by his grandfather and the French president. Wow. A signed Joe DiMaggio jersey, a signed Reggie Jackson picture, a 1980 Mercedes previously owned by Lauren Bacall. Some items that were not included in the decision are his 3 New York Yankee World Series rings because his son, Andrew Giuliani, claimed that his father gifted the rings to him. I was wondering, because I was like, Rudy has practiced law way too long, and he used to be known as America's mayor. I think he was mayor of New York during 9/11, and that was like, his rise to fame and prominence. But I was thinking like he would know to put, some money away or transfer some assets because they are coming for everything. My goodness. I'm wondering if he's going to even have his freedom at the end of this. The judge said that Andrew Giuliani's claim and Freeman and Moss's claim to Giuliani's Florida condo will be determined at a later date. Oh, he gonna have to move in with Andrew. Oh my goodness. The unpaid legal fees that Lyman referenced refers to $2 million that Giuliani says the Trump campaign owes him for his efforts of trying to overturn the 2020 election results. Now, y'all know Trump don't pay his people. He said that multiple times. He said that, he doesn't even pay his taxes. That's why he refuses to turn over his tax returns. Trump hasn't shown his taxes. He hasn't shown his health report. He hasn't been transparent about anything except how he feels about, his disdain for large demographics of people and, pretty much everyone around him, including Giuliani, which unfortunately is costing him almost everything. It was during that time period that Giuliani began repeatedly accusing Freeman and Moss of election fraud in the wake of Trump's loss in Georgia. He circulated a brief, heavy edited clip of security footage, which he told a legislative committee in Georgia, showing them passing USB drives like vials of the cocaine and the horse substances, illegal substances, during ballot counting operations. Moss said that the USB drive was actually a ginger mint. Wow. Well, listen, in the end, they won big, right? $140+ million. So congratulations to Ruby, Miss Freeman, and Miss Shye Moss. I hope you guys ride off into the sunset. And Rudy, he might have to just, move on in with his son, Andrew, and those 3 rings that he gifted him. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about Rudy getting sued for everything, including the kitchen sink? Let me know in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.